行くぞ。挽回。大グレン氷輪丸。
Alright guys, we're back for yet another Bleach Brave Souls video, and it is now time to showcase Zombie Toshiro, who has finally gotten his remake, and he is looking to be like a very good character to use overall. The only unfortunate thing is that this guy is competing with 9th Anniversary Remy, and you guys all know how that character is. He's one of the best units in the game, and will Toshiro be able to top him? Let's just get into showcasing the character and answer that along the way. But before getting into the character, what I typically like to do before showcasing the unit is compare this remake to its older counterpart in terms of the model quality, and I definitely must say I like how he is a lot less chibi-like. You can just take a look at the shape of his body. It is a lot more fleshed out. It isn't as tiny. He doesn't have that much of a big head. But I will definitely say, though, I do prefer the colorings of the manga version, where parts of his clothes are purple, just by taking a look at the inside of the jacket, and of course the coating around his boots. But besides that, I definitely do gotta say, I think that the model is definitely a big upgrade compared to his manga counterpart from 6 years ago. Now, let's just go and get right into this character directly. He is a Soul Reaper / Captain affiliated unit with Holo Killer Plus, and he is a ranged character. So, like I stated before, he's going to be competing with Remy in terms of what this guy is capable of doing, and this character is purely designed for Limit Breaker Quest. So, with that being said, we do have the Soul trait of strong attack damage of 22%. It's pretty much up by 2% because of the attribute tree, and has recharge time of -12%. I believe this is Speed's second link to have this kind of soul trait where it isn't a resurrectable character, which is not too bad, I'll definitely say. And taking a look at everything else of what this guy can do, he has Freeze Plus on his entire kit and does have an EX move. Already, the EX move isn't anything too valuable, it's just a damaging EX move, whereas Remy, he's able to buff himself and all of his allies, and also capable of debuffing the enemy mobs and allowing him to do a lot of damage. Toshiro just does damage and doesn't really provide much at the end of the day. So yeah. Innate abilities, Sprinter +1, Havoc of 20%, and is immune to Freeze, which is what he wants to have since we do have Freeze Puddles in Guild Quest. And the rest of the skill set, he has the Team Party, increased speed attribute character, strong attack damage of 20%. This is the Mugetsu link as a 6-star ability, so when it comes to using this character, if you were to bring the Mugetsu link, nothing is going to change. It doesn't stack. I'm just letting you guys know right now. The Berserker is pretty much at 74%, but do keep in mind it's because of the attribute tree worked on. So in base, it's 70%. Full stamina damage boost as part of the bonus ability, so we don't count that. He does have this skill right here, which is Soul Reaper Resonance, increased strong attack damage. Now, I had to remove the Mind Zombie Toshiro because I was like, huh, what the hell? But anyway, the base skill, he has Soul Reaper Resonance, increased strong attack damage. At base, it's at 10%, but once you do fill up the team with 3 Soul Reapers, you'll be able to get it up to 30% in Guild Quest, and everywhere else in co-op, you can get it increased up to 40%, and in Epic Raids, up to 60%, so he is going to be doing a lot of damage in Epic Raids mostly with this type of skill. And then Frenzy +2. He doesn't have Frenzy +3 like Remy. Does have Bombardment +1 to Bow Tear of +5 seconds, increased element chance against Hollows, damage to frozen enemies of 80%, weaken defense, Poise Break, Sharpshooter, the 80% SP boost skill, and that's pretty much all he has going for him. The focus ability is literally just for the bonus ability. That's all you guys really need to know. So, yeah, I don't dislike this character whatsoever, but it's very clear as day how this character will be compared to Remy, and it's a night and day difference. So, this is a type of unit you want to pull if you do not have access to 9th Anniversary Remy. Except here's the thing, Remy is going to be back as a filler for the 10th Anniversary banner, so there was literally no reason to pull for this guy, and you'll be able to pull copies of Remy along the way since he is a premium character. You can pull him from tickets. This guy is a limited 1,000-year blower character. He'll be back as a filler in 8 months' time, so just letting you guys know right up the bat. Anywho, let's get a setup ready to go for him and just showcase the unit. Here's the setup. We have given them the Badge Plus, Pill, and the Peace set, and Tenjiro and Bambi, who are both match transcended. And yeah, as you guys can see, we have 6,221 SP. But because we do have Inheritance Trials available to us where the enemy mobs are hollows, I am going to be swapping focus for damage to frozen enemies. And then in Epic Raids, however, I am going to be swapping this back to focus. With us on the team, we are going to be bringing this Christmas Neliel because she does boost on the second strong attack and does provide its booster skill, so we'll be able to get a 43% focus boost. And then Can't Fear Your Own World Peacecape because he does give out a 20% strong attack damage increase to any given Soul Reaper. And that's pretty much the team that we are going to be rocking with. We're going to bring this guy into Inheritance Trials and then into Epic Raids, and then showcase him a little bit in Limit Breaker Quest, and then finally Guild Quest. So this is going to be a long video. Buckle in because we're going to lock in. Okay, so here we are. I wish that we had Inheritance Trials available to us once more, but we'll have to make do with the single-player version. Anywho, when it comes to the kits that this guy comes with, he has Tech Giselle's SA1, which is an 840 radius in front. I do like this SA, and I kind of wish we could see it a little bit more often. It's better than the Suction Vortex SA1s that we get nowadays. But Toshiro, on the other hand, with his SA2, he does come armed with Candice's SA2, because it is going to be a Suction Vortex into a 3k length beam, which is also another really good strong attack. I'll be honest, at first I thought this was just a regular Suction Vortex, but no, it isn't, and I do like that. His SA3 is going to be a 1200 radius full screen all around him, and the EX move is yet another beam. It's pretty much similar to VL's beam, if I'm not wrong. So, yeah. The strong attack kit is really good, but I'll definitely say, though, I like the visuals more of his manga counterpart, since he does have that purple ice going for him. And even the Soul Bomb, in my opinion, the manga one just takes the cake. But I'm not here to bash about that, we're just here to showcase the character, so let's get right into it. Let's boost ourselves up with Neliel. And yeah, not bad. Pretty good damage, considering enemies do have Iron Skin. And yeah, obviously, considering this guy was made for Limit Break Quest, I think it's pretty much as clear as day that he is going to be able to dominate just about almost all the content. Just that in Guild Quest, he is not going to be better than Remy for said reasons, which I will not repeat myself over and over again. Oh, I got poisoned? That's not an issue. Like, I'll be able to get my stamina back. There should be a stamina crystal somewhere around here. Hold on, let me just one-shot the enemy mobs. We lost the boost, but oh well, it doesn't really matter too much. Let's just use the EX move. But, yeah, I just kind of wish that the EX move did come with a lot more stuff, considering that now end-of-month characters do get some really broken EX moves. Case in point, as not. But, yeah, let's just go ahead and bring this guy into Epic Raids. Oh, he says nothing? Huh. Okay, that makes sense. But he was never talkative to begin with, even in his zombified state. Okay, so here we are in the Awaken Epic Raids. We're gonna do the normal difficulty first, being the ultimate, and then we'll move on to Ultra and attempt it on our own. But anywho, Toshiro does not have access to the increased element chance because the boss is a captain. So, unfortunately, because we have it against Hollows, it just means that we'll not be able to activate it. So, unless we do get another Epic Raid in which enemies are Hollows, then that's pretty much when Toshiro is going to be a little bit more dominant. But you guys know the thing. But he is a bonus character here, so he's going to be fine regardless of all things. And the setup, it's pretty much the same. Just that we have access to familiars, triple Kenpachis, so 60% more Berserker and 60% more full stamina damage boost. So this guy is going to be relatively fine with killing off Kenpachi. And we also don't have the Soul Reaper Resonance skill active, but like, I don't think it's going to really matter all that much. Let's just go nuke here. But yeah, Toshiro is going to be at his best when he has a full team of Soul Reapers. And as a matter of fact, that's literally what we're going to do in the Ultra difficulty once we do get one run in. So let's just be a little careful here. Oh, that was a really lucky hit with a Nat String, not gonna lie. But yeah, against the regular difficulty, he does pretty good. I mean, It's what you would expect out of a limit breaker character. But yeah. Careful. Almost done. Alright, not bad. We took the boss down in 38 seconds. So, yeah. Alright, now let's just move on to the ultra difficulty. I'm going to attempt it a little bit on a solo run, but if we don't do good, then that's when I'll try to get a full team just to showcase the character. Ultra difficulty, let's attempt it solo. Okay, here we go. Let's just get the, hold on, let's see. Why's the... Oh, auto, goddammit. Excuse me, I don't know why Toshiro was autoing there. Let's use the X move. Nice, we got the proc, so we'll be able to do a little bit more damage in that instance. And wave 1 is just about done. I said it's just about done. I don't want to waste my SAT. Okay, there we go. That's a lot of damage, I'll be honest, once we proc the freeze. Okay. Let's just be careful. Now, the third wave is going to be problematic because Kenpachi does so many freaking attacks that makes it almost unavoidable when it comes to keeping the full stamina damage boost. You guys will see in a minute. Or, never mind, I actually managed to do that. Huh. Okay, just be a little careful. My god, let me breathe. Jesus. But we're pretty much done. Come on. This definitely took like around a minute and 7 seconds to beat, if I'm not wrong. Which wasn't bad, so hey. Yeah. Okay. Oh, a minute and 6. I was just off by a second. Alright. Now let's just do a complete run with a full team of Soul Reapers. Lads, I'm gonna be honest, Toshiro is more of an epic raid character than a limit breaker character, because there we go, we got ourselves a full Soul Reaper team, and look at our Soul Reaper resonance. 60%! Yeah, this is the best that you're gonna see out of Toshiro. Let's get to freezing. So, first things first, let's use the Soul Bomb if nobody uses it first. Okay, good. Huh? Where's my SP boost, bro? Where's my SP boost? The fuck? Oh, give me my SP boost. Ain't no way, bro. But Toshiro is definitely doing a lot more damage even without proccing, but like, bro, this is so ridiculous. Where's my SP boost? Hello? Is this run fucking bugged? Ain't no way, bro. I'm not getting the SP boost. What? What do you mean? Nah, bro, I'm doing another run. This is bullshit. Come on. I didn't get the SP boost throughout the entire run. Either I was extremely unlucky with proccing, or this was bugged. Like, come on, man. Oh my god, that was just terrible. Not even proccing with the Soul Bomb. Base damage was good. This didn't feel good. Let me do another one. Bro. No matter what I do, I can't get the SP boost. You cannot be serious. Man, K-Lab, fix your shit. Like, come on. I nuke with the Soul Bomb. I don't get a guaranteed proc. And as you guys clearly saw, nobody attacked before I got the Soul Bomb. Nobody did. But I'll be real, this was our best run yet. This was a 20-second run, so, you know, I'll give credit where it's due, but... I wanted a proc, man! Alrighty, guys, it's time to showcase this character in Limit Break Request. Now, I'm only going to be showing the portions of using Toshiro here, and not gonna focalize too much on the other characters. Otherwise, this is going to turn out way longer than I normally do these kind of showcases. But all you guys need to know is that the setup is the same, but I have now given this guy Long Stride just to be able to speed through the quest a little faster. And yeah, the other characters, they don't really matter too much. It's just a stand-in just to use in place and just being able to get this over and done with. So let's just go ahead and get right into the limit break request itself and just use Toshiro. So starting it off with stage 1, it's pretty easy because you just gotta use the SA2 here. And thankfully, this type of limit break request, they designed the stages exactly for Toshiro to work in his favor with how his kit works. So that's kind of the reason why in this kind of case. And considering we also have access to Soifun, once we defeat a set amount of enemies with her, we'll be able to gain access to the recharge in between the quest areas. So both Toshiro, Soifun, and Shinji will all be able to get their cooldowns back in between the quest areas. Starting right now, and stage 7, all we gotta do is just do this, SA3, and boom. And yeah, Toshiro does pretty well. Of course, this is the only time he does well, and then the next time, once he pretty much is going to be the featured limit break request character, that is going to be when he gets the rerun banner alongside, of course, Ringiku and Mayuri in this kind of case. Anywho, I'm not going to be talking through the clips of Shinji and Soifun. It's only going to be through Toshiro from now, starting now. Alright, stage 10, we'll still be able to one-shot. I missed an enemy mob, unfortunately. Enemy wave, you guys get the point. Here, now, SA2 completely cleans this out, and then we just gotta use our SA3. Here we are in the next set of poison mobs, so we just gotta use our SA3, SA2, SA1, and yeah, the difficulty is going to start to spike throughout from here on out, making it a little bit more difficult. If you're bringing any character that is in Zombie Toshiro, you guys will pretty much already notice it by now. And stage 19, we're still capable of one-shotting. Stage 22, a bit of a struggle for the initial hit, but then Toshiro redeems himself nicely. And sadly, we're starting to run low on time, so I'm just going to go ahead and take out these enemy mobs just like that, apply the weakened defense. Unfortunately, we lost the SP boost, so this is going to screw our run very deeply. It's not even funny, my god. And yeah, now he's starting to have a little bit more of a difficult time just to be able to kill off the enemy mobs, but as you guys can see, as a limit break request character, once he has all the rules active, he will do his job just fine. And yeah, I cleared 25 stages. I didn't want to try hard. I only reset when I lost my full stamina damage boost with either Soifun or Shinji or Toshiro for that matter of fact. But other than that, for limit break requests, he is pretty much set in terms of being a very powerful character. So in the instances where his slot is going to be for holo killers, he is going to be an effective character to use for slot number 3. Or if the rules are going to be using a ranged character, he can still work as well. So there you guys go. Other than that, Toshiro is an exceptional character for limit break request. Before moving into guild quest, we may as well use co-op, and the setup is almost the same. It's just that we have swapped out the T-set for the Zeta Pill because we do have underground enemy mobs, but the links and the bonus abilities are pretty much all the same, so Toshiro is going to have, just like every single limit breaker character and every single guild quest lead, a very easy time clearing out this type of co-op quest because it's easy, and we do not have access to the increased element chance because we don't have holo enemies, but guess what? It's not going to be an issue when it comes to using this character, so don't worry about that. So getting right into the quest, we want to be careful not to get procced because we are not immune to poison, and we almost one-shotted Masaki, funny enough, without proccing freeze. So that's already a very good sign, is it not? Considering the bosses are normally the tanky ones. Oh, we got procced by the goddamn poison. We lost the poison. I hate this. But even with the fact that we lost damage, lads, it's gonna be okay. Against the easy mobs, we'll have a very easy time. It's just against the bosses in which we won't have. You know, just kill me. I don't care. I'm not trying to go for like a fast run or anything. Thank you. Oh, he doesn't do the scream anymore once he dies. But there we go. And now the next part of the map, we'll just use the SA2 because a wave of mobs spawns right behind us. EX move. Let's just nuke here. Boom. And then, lastly, this part of the map. Because we have bombardment, guess what? Not an issue. Everyone dies. But, yeah. Now, let's bring this guy into Guild Quest, which... I'm not ready for. I'm gonna be honest. I am not ready to bring this guy into Guild Quest. Alright guys, here we are. It's now finally time to showcase Zombie Toshiro in Guild Quest, and I'm going to be realistic with you guys. This is going to be the part I'm going to hate the most about this character right here, because he just underperforms in comparison to the likes of 9th Anniversary Grammy, and it's not even funny for a lot of good reasons. But anywho, here is the setup that we do have on him. We have the Badge Plus, the Heavy Bag, and the Killer Sticker, 2 with 30% focus, and 1 with SP, excuse me. And then the links are pretty much what you guys are seeing right here, so... yeah, bonus abilities. He does have full stamina damage boost, but because he has a lot of damage to frozen enemies already, I decided to prioritize and give him a little bit more focus just to do a little bit more damage at the end of the day. So yeah, level 12 focus now, so we're set on that. Shunsui is pretty much already nice setup, ready to go, so he has the Golden Chappie, the Killer Sticker, and the Speedball Plus, all with 30% attack. And then this is the setup that you guys are seeing right here, so, yeah. Bonus abilities are full stamina damage boost and damage to frozen enemies, just so that way he'll pair well with Toshiro. And then, considering we do not have access to Rengeku, I'm going to be honest, Zombie Toshiro wants Rengeku a lot with how this character works. He wants to have doubled NAD characters, because otherwise, the only thing you're really going to be using this character for is as a side with Remy. I'm going to be honest. And not having Rengeku kind of sucks, because we're just going to be bringing Akon, which kind of does the same thing as Rengeku, which is being able to give 40% more damage to element-affected enemies per speed Soul Reaper. That being said, he's not a normal attacking character made for this type of guild quest, so he is just there to support Toshiro. So with that being said, let's just go for a blind run first, just to showcase what this guy can do on average, and then reset. And I'm gonna be honest, this is like my second take with doing this part for Guild Quest. I have to delay it by like a day, but let's just go ahead and get right into it. Not good that we didn't proc with the SA3. It did slow us down, but... okay, so far so good. Let's nuke here because the boss is tech. Alright, Shunsui, do your thing. We didn't get the proc, but somehow that actually helped us out. Nice. Thank you, Shunsui. Bro, how on earth do you not proc? Jesus, it took 4 essays just to proc against Tyson. Well, you guys know what this character can get. We're definitely gonna get, like, above 40 seconds remaining with this character at 1.5. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and reset until we get 40 plus, because I'm not aiming for 50 with this character on his own. Last minute change before actually even bothering to attempt for a good run. I decided to swap the Badge Plus for the Misanga Plus this time around. Toshiro already has enough strong attack damage as is that I don't think we really should worry about this too much. Rather, we should focus on trying to get his killer effect up as much as possible, since he only has a 40% in total, and yeah, pretty much what we're trying to go for here, because at the end of the day, he still has like, what, 74% Berserker still? That's plenty high enough as it is, and we have different multipliers too right across the bat. Let's just go ahead and lock back in and just do this. Yeah, 41 seconds remaining. Now, it is possible to get a lot more in with this character, but, bro, he's just so RNG heavy it's not even funny. I'm gonna be honest. His EX move, in my opinion, is also what kind of cuffed this character from being a very good alternative to Remy. And he's a limited character at that. Oh, great. Oh, by the way, once you lose the full stand with Toshiro, it's a dead run already. So I'm gonna have to reset again just to even get something good. But yeah, in my opinion, lack of a boosting and debuffing EX move like what Remy has, and not having Frenzy 3, in my opinion, really held this character back into what could have been an amazing character for Guild Quest as well. Now, in Limit Breaker, in PvE content, he's a great character. In Guild Quest, though, I cannot state the exact same thing because, bro, there's just so many better characters than this guy, and it pains me to say this, but Rengiku is the only character that is valuable from the banner, and Mayuri only if you do not have like a side unit for freaking Squad 0 Guild Quest. And then you have this Toaster, which you'd think he would be the best in banner, but in the end, he actually isn't. And matter of fact, the 9th anniversary Remy is going to be back on part 1 of the 10th anniversary, and you'll be able to pull him and potentially get copies of the character. So like, man. Anywho, let me just try to lock in, get a similar score, if not something better, and then clear the extra waves. Because goddamn, the moment you lose the full stamina damage boost and the run is dead, man, that sucks. Okay, finally something decent, close to 45. Now, let me lock in and hope to God I don't lose the full stamina damage boost. Okay, there we go. Thank God. We managed to keep the record itself. But, doing Guild Quest with this character is not fun in any way, shape, or form. Really isn't. Which, now, I have seen people get 50 seconds when paired with Remy, which, to be honest, it makes sense, as it's by far the most effective thing to do. And as a matter of fact, before ending the Guild Quest Showcase, we're going to be doing just that and see how well the two units will be able to work together. You know what? We may as well experiment with having Tosh as the lead and Remy as the side, and then do the exact opposite. So let's just go and do that right now. Okay, guys, let's try bringing Remy as a side, and everything else is left unchanged for both Shunsui and Toshiro. But Remy, here is what he is looking like. We have the Masenga plus, the Bald plus, and the Killer Sticker, all with 30% SP. This is not a max transcended Remy, so it is 3-5, but so far we're still looking pretty good. And he does have full stamina damage boost and damage to paralyzed enemies, so let's go for the first attempt. I'm going to be resetting a lot, and hopefully we do get something good out of this. And yes, if anything, I want to get something close to 50 seconds with both of the setups. And yeah, with Shunsui, I did keep damage to frozen enemies, but once we swap to Remy as the main lead, I'm going to change the bonus ability to damage to paralyzed enemies. So with that being said and done, let's get right into it. 46? Can we do a little bit better than that? Yeah, I fucking quit. I can't get more than 46, so you guys get the point. Not gonna bother with doing the extra waves because you guys have already seen it, so... yeah, let's just go ahead and try out Remy this time around as the main lead instead of Toaster, which... he's gonna be so much better because he has the fucking EX move, which is so much better. Anywho, the only change we did this time around is that I have swapped out one of the bonus abilities on Shunsui for damage to paralyzed enemies this time around, and we have swapped on one of the normal attacking links for Mugetsu because Remy wants to get that extra strong attack damage since Social only provides it to speed characters, so you guys get the point. So with this being said and done, let's just hop on into this goddamn guild quest one last time and just be over it because Zombie Toshiro is a nightmare for me. And I mean literally. You know, bro, even if it's not fucking 50 seconds, 49 is very freaking close to that. And I'm gonna take it. I know that people have gotten like 50 plus seconds remaining. And look, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I don't want to bother. People have gotten better scores than me, for sure. But like, this is the kind of idea that you can get out of Zombie Toshiro. And even then, I'm gonna be honest. Bro, just run Giselle if you have access to the character instead of Zombie Toshiro, and Remy will just cook. You're gonna be able to get 53 seconds just fine. If you have the guy max transcended, I've seen folks get 54 to 55 seconds, just haven't seen an exact pattern as to how they do that, but it's possible. So Remy is still forever gonna be the better character for ranged Tolo Guild Quest until we get a character that has the same skills as him, if not better than that, and of course has a better kit more so suited for guild quests. But yeah, I'm done showcasing Zombie Toshiro. I'm gonna be honest. I've been at this for like, I don't know how much time, and I just want to get this damn video out, man. Like, I was supposed to get this out for like days, but we're done. We're done. Oh, and I just figure I may as well add it in the end of the video, but I did do an off-screen run, still on Retsu's account, and I did indeed get 50 seconds remaining, almost close to 51, except, you guys want to know what I did? I just put in Giselle. That's literally it. No Zombie Toshiro, so. Yeah. Still a good character, it's just in Guild Quest, you don't really need it. There you guys go. And that's Zombie Toshiro for you guys. Other than that, as a character, he does his job well for when it comes to the likes of Limit Breaker Quest and everywhere else you want to bring him in. In Guild Quest, he is sadly outclassed by Remy with what this guy can do, honestly speaking. But he does have access to like a lot of damage buffers, so it's not the end of the world for this guy compared to Parasol Shinji. But you guys get my stance where I'm going from with this character. Thanks again, Retsu. Appreciate it. And if you guys have enjoyed it, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, hit the bell notification and all that good stuff. And I hope to see you guys all in the next one. This has been your boy, the Death Smasher, and I am signing out. So take care, lads. Bye. Sayonara. Ciao, ciao.